When you're a new mom, everyone's giving you advice. Sleep schedules, milestones they need to be hitting. What are the best baby products out there? You don't necessarily need all that. Sometimes you just need like simple tips, simple solutions, and simple routines. Let me share with you some of the things I wish either moms would have told me or I would have learned sooner. Okay, so the first one, let's jump right into it, is a pump on baby body wash. Like soap, shampoo, body wash in the bathtub. You might bathe your baby in a little bathtub, you might bathe them with you, however you do it, okay? They're slippery, they're wet, and at first they're really, weak and fragile. So I like the body washes with the pumper on it. It gives you like the ability to get it opened and poured with one hand instead of having two hands to like pop a lid, flip it over, squeeze it into your hand. Like you can have one hand on baby and one hand pumping. Okay, hope that makes sense. Now, you might be thinking, what about with the toddler? Yeah, so pumpers, not always the greatest with toddlers who then get a little crazy in the bathtub, pumping literally all the soap out. So keep that in mind. I recommend it for babies. For toddlers, totally up to you if you continue to work with that or if you need to switch to one with a cap. A huge one is matching dishes. Now, I knew this from babysitting for years and years. I knew about the kitchen clutter of plates, utensils, bowls, cups. Now, cups, typically you're gonna end up with a lot of different cups because there's a lot of like phases to that. Plates though, we've had one kind of plate. My oldest is now 6, we're still using them. Probably need to retire them soon and go to something bigger, but they're just a round circle plate. We got them at Target for about 50 cents a piece. They are all the same color. The bowls and the plates are all the same color. The silverware, it's similar. I wish I could have got the exact same color, but it's like the same muted tones. Cups, however, do not match. Now, when it comes to toddlers, meltdowns can happen over the most minor thing. We shouldn't always avoid them, but when you're trying to get a meal on the table and it's like, okay, what color plate? Which fork do you want? Which cup do you want? Do you want me to cut your sandwich in triangles or squares? It's too many questions. It's too many requests. So what I like to do is say get as much matching sets as you can when it comes to these items. So matching plates, matching bowls. You don't need a specialized bowl for everything or plate. We have round ones, no division. I don't like the dividers. They don't stack as easily, and it teaches your kids that food shouldn't touch. I wanted my kids to get over that, so the food can touch. Get matching sets. It will make your life easier. It's less like visual clutter in the kitchen. Our stack is beautiful in the drawer. It is less like mom decisions of like, oh, which plate are they gonna want today? The toddler throws a fit, they want the dirty plate. It's less work for you, okay? It's about making your life a little bit easier with some of these decisions up front. Another thing when it comes to getting out the door quickly would be shoes. Stick to minimal shoes and shoes with a purpose. I don't buy my kids very many shoes. We get a lot of hand-me-downs. But if I am, say, buying shoes, what I would do is shoot for 5. I did a whole video on this. So at all times, I like my kids to have school tennis shoes and play tennis shoes. Then we really love rain boots. They're great for a muddy day at the park, going camping. We like rain boots. So all year long, those 3 are out. Now in the summer, we're gonna have some play sandals and we're gonna have some like church, restaurant, fancy with a dress kind of sandals. I have girls. Now in the winter, we're gonna have 2 pair of boots potentially. So like snow boots, truly for playing in the snow, and then a pair of like nice like leather style boots for, again, wearing with dresses, restaurants, church. Okay, so we got our 3 core, 2 for the summer, 2 for the like fall and winter. Hopefully you're with me on that. There's a whole video if you want to check out more about that. I will link that. Moving from shoes right into clothing, I like clothing that is simple and matches everything. This would be for like my girls, again, like black leggings and jean style like jeggings or leggings. They match all the shirts. I love that. Now, do we get hand-me-downs that are hearts and stars and stripes pants? Yes, and that's okay. But if I'm buying them for birthday, Easter, Christmas, or just because they need more pants, I'm going with the basic ones. All right, we still accept hand-me-downs that are random, but when it's in my control, I go simple, basic, matches everything. And then with this, socks, again, we'll take the random hand-me-downs sometimes, but I like to get big matching sets where it's white, gray, black. We don't have to match the clean socks. We just make them into piles. If we lose a white sock, it's okay. There's still like 7 more white socks. We'll lose another one at some point and it'll be even again. It doesn't matter. So I really like matching socks, and I've done this for like multiple phases. Like when they were 2, they had them. When they were 4, they had them. We keep doing it. It's working great for us. We really, really enjoy it. Going back in time to the baby phase. So I got a little bit toddler-ish. This is toddler and baby. On baby items, get some that are gender neutral. This could be sleepers, the sleep category in general of like swaddles, wearable blankets, sheets, things like that you can use for all your children. That's why you want to get gender neutral. Some things in the kitchen would be like the silverware and plates, bibs, burp cloths when you're like still in the bottle phase. Go gender neutral. You could also focus on some seasonal things, like say you get your kids like snow pants for in the winter to play in the snow if you live in a cold climate. Get black ones, or get like just a very neutral color. Don't get hot pink that you're gonna feel really guilty putting your little boy in. Same with winter boots, get black. On items that are very easy to reuse and pass down, go ahead and get gender neutral as much as possible. This is gonna help you on not having to rebuy items later, and it's also gonna help you with storage, and it makes it worth storing because your next child is going to be able to use it. You know, you hate to store stuff and then have a different gender and you're like, that was such a waste. So keep it minimal, keep it focused, and when you do store it, make sure it is worth storing. Now, talking about storage, one thing that I like to think about before any item is purchased off a baby shower or put on a baby registry, I guess I should say, brought into the house for whatever reason, where is this item going to go? Because it needs a home. And how often is it going to get used? Is it worth having? Is it worth owning and storing and managing? You need to think that through all the way from your baby registry till they're out the door for college. Make sure the items you're getting are worth it, okay? That is a mom tip that you need to know right from the get-go. It's going to save you so much headache. Another tip you need to know as a young mom is to make cleanup easy for your kids. If they can't help, they won't help. This means obviously walking them through helping, but also making it possible. So at our old house, we did not have kids stuff where they could reach it. It was up in the upper cabinets. At this house, we moved, and I knew 100% the bottom drawer was for my kids. The bottom drawer, it's just a medium-sized drawer. Their plates, their bowls, their silverware, as much as I can fit that's theirs is in that drawer. It allows them a little bit of independence. Say they want, I don't know, something that they're able to get on their own, a little snacky, or just to help start getting their food ready. I'll be like, go and grab your plate out. I might be making the meal, but they can just help a little bit. Same with like if they're unloading the dishwasher and they can help put away their stuff. So I like it to be possible. That's a kitchen example. With toys, same idea. So you want bins. You don't want too many toys in a playroom or in a bedroom. It's too hard for them to put away. Get out one item and like one set and enjoy it. Like say you have Legos and Lincoln Logs. Don't get them both out at once. Put one away and do one for a while. Put that away and get out the other one. Toy rotation, simple storage, and maybe you label, where things go with pictures. Maybe you just tell your kids, this is the Barbie bin. This is the Lego bin. And keep it consistent and keep it possible for them to help. And a mom tip that I feel like any new mom needs to know is to think long term. I talk about this with like baby registries, like don't just focus on the first 2 months, like get a little bit longer. And I really want to encourage moms to like expand their horizons and just think longer on baby gear and baby items. So to be a practical mama, like this means maybe you skip the toddler bed. Maybe they go straight from the crib to a twin. Don't get a box spring so the mattress sits lower. Maybe you put the mattress on the ground for, a couple months and they get used to that. And then you put it in the frame, raise it up a little higher. Think about items that are going to serve you well. Okay, I think about the value, the cost, the life of an item, the frequency of use. Think about all these things before you bring stuff into your home, mamas. Trust me, it will benefit you in the long run. And another lesson that a lot of moms need to learn is function over beauty. Okay, so maybe you want the really beautiful aesthetic wooden stool, but then your kid can't carry it around. Versus like a simple, cheap plastic one, they can carry it around and use it around the house in different ways. Maybe it is newborn clothing. Don't get them frilly fancy stuff. Get them comfy sleepers. You can get pretty sleepers. Get them the comfy ones. Function over beauty. And if you can make it beautiful and functional, great. Then you're winning even more. Something that I've learned as a mom is that little systems matter. Okay, having the matching plates. That is going to save you so much headache in the long run. Okay, it's not buying the perfect stroller. It's not one big purchase or expensive item. That's not going to solve all your problems. It's the everyday routines, habits, expectations, and systems that you put into place. These small decisions can reduce clutter, save you time, decrease your mental load, and make everyday tasks a little bit simpler. So if you're a new mom, I hope one of these ideas resonates with you and will maybe help you in your motherhood journey. And if you are a more experienced mama here, please leave a comment, okay? Leave a comment to help some of these new mamas out. What is something that you made a decision on or implement in your home that you feel like pays you back over and over again. And it's just a huge benefit to your family and your family life. Share that tip in the comments.